Hello students, in this numerical problem we are going to discuss numerical number 12 from the chapter 1 of electric charges and fields from Newton ISC physics. Now here there is a diagram which has been shown and there are two separate figures. Let me call one figure as figure number 1 whereas the other one as figure 2. Okay, so this one is my figure 1 and this is figure 2. So there are two figures. And in these two figures, there are three charges which have been laid out in different orientation. And the force on charge B due to A has been given as 2 into 10 to the power of minus 6 Newton. Whereas the question required us to find out in both the figures the force that C exerts on B and then the net force experienced by B. So there are two different questions which are associated. So one by one we are going to discuss them. So let's start with the very first figure, and that is figure number 1. Okay. So what is there? There is a charge A, there is a charge B, and then I've got another charge C. All these three charges are placed on a straight line. So they are all placed on a straight line, so that makes the thing little easier for me. So this is a straight line. The distance between A and B happens to be 0.015 meter, whereas the distance between B and C happens to be 0.010 meter. So that is the distances between the two charges, okay? A and B and B and C. Now the question asks me to find out the force that C exerts on B. Force that A exerts on B happens to be 2 into 10 to the power of minus 6 Newton. Okay, this has been given as per the question over here. Now what is the force that is existing between A and B? All the three charges are equally charged. So A, B and C are all equally charged particles. As per the question, they are all equally charged. Okay. So the force existing between A and B can be found out very easily by using the Coulomb's law. That is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught charge on A, charge on B, and the distance between AB ka square. Isn't it? Distance between AB ka square. Now let's see what is the value of this constant. The value of this constant happens to be 9 into 10 to the power of 9. What is the charge on A? That is Q. What is the charge on B? That is also Q. So Q into Q. And what is the distance AB? Distance AB is 0.015 ka whole square. So this is the value of the force that charge A exerts on B, and this force happens to be 2 into 10 to the power of minus 6 Newton. So I can solve it out to get the value of Q square. So 2 into 10 to the power of minus 6 into 0.015 ka whole square divided by 9 into 10 to the power of 9 is equals to Q square. Now solve it and you will get the value of Q square from this particular expression. Now on solving this, Q square comes out to be 5 into 10 to the power of minus 20. 5 into 10 to the power of minus 20. This is Q square. Okay. So I'm keeping this as a result in my hand, and let me call this value as value 1, value A. Okay. Now the question now asks me to find the force that C exerts on B. Now let's see, we now need to find out the force that C exerts on B. Okay, C exerts on B. What is the force that C exerts on B? Once again, the formula is going to remain the same, 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q of B, Q of C, and the distance between C and B, that is BC ka square. Now what is this constant? This constant happens to be 9 into 10 to the power of 9. What is Q on, what is the charge of B? That is Q. What is the charge of C? That is also Q. So Q into Q. And what is the distance between B and C? And that happens to be 0.010. Now substitute this value, 9 into 10 to the power of 9. This is q square, and you have already calculated the value of q square, and that is 5 into 10 to the power of minus 20 divided by 0.10 का whole square. 0.010 का whole square. Use the calculator, do the calculation. Let's see what the value you get. And if you will do those calculation in your calculator, probably you will get the answer of force that C exerts on B as 4.5 into 10 to the power of minus 6 Newton. Okay. Now all the three charges are like charges. So what is going to happen? A will be applying a repulsive force. So this is a repulsive force. This is the force that A applies on B. And when I'm looking for the force that C applies on B, B is also positively charged, C is also positively charged. They are equally charged. Both are similarly nature charged. So this will also apply a repulsive, and this repulsive force will be that C is going to apply on B will be acting in the, C is going to push B away, so it's going to act away from C. So this is the force that C applies on B, radially outwards. A ने जो B के ऊपर फोर्स लगाया वो भी रेडियली आउटवर्ड है बच्चों, C ने जो B के ऊपर फोर्स लगाया वो भी रेडियली आउटवर्ड है, तो दोनों ही फोर्सेस रेडियली आउटवर्ड हो गए। अब अगर तुम देखो तो ये दोनों फोर्सेस एक दूसरे के अपोजिट हैं, एंगल कितना इनके बीच का 180 डिग्री, और जब कभी भी दो फोर्सेस के बीच का एंगल 180 डिग्री होता है, दो वेक्टर्स के बीच का जो एंगल होता है वो 180 डिग्री होता है, तो रिजल्टेंट उन दोनों का डायरेक्टली सब्ट्रैक्शन से निकालते हैं। सिंस द एंगल बिटवीन देम इज, सिंस FAB and FCB are directed opposite to each other, theta being equal to 180 degree, so net resultant will be FAB difference. Now difference means जो बड़ा है उससे छोटे को माइनस कर लेना। तो कौन सा बच्चों यहाँ फोर्स बड़ा है? यहाँ पे तुम देखोगे FCB जो है ये फोर्स बड़े मैग्नीट्यूड का, तो मैं लिखूंगा FCB माइनस FAB, और वो सॉल्व करोगे तो आपको नेट रिजल्टेंट फोर्स आ जाएगा। तो नेट रिजल्टेंट फोर्स मैं यहाँ कर देता हूँ, नेट रिजल्टेंट फोर्स विल बी, FCB कितना है बच्चों? FCB था 4.5 इंटू 10 टू द पावर ऑफ माइनस 6, माइनस FAB कितना था 2.0 इंटू 10 टू द पावर ऑफ माइनस 6, और सॉल्व करोगे इसको तो ये निकल के आ जाएगा 2.5 into 10 to the power of minus 6. Which force was larger? FCB was larger, so this force will be directed towards left. Towards left, as FCB was a bigger force. I hope this helps you to understand how to solve this particular numerical problem. Okay. Now what we are going to do? We are going to move on to the second figure. So students, let's discuss about the second figure. The charges orientations are changed in the second figure. So I'm redrawing this diagram. This is the charge A. This is the charge B. The distance between A and B charges is 0.015 meter. Now C has been brought up down and this has been placed over here, and this distance BC now happens to be 0.010 meter. Okay, so this is the new orientation. Now the question is still the same. The force that A applies on B happens to be 2 into 10 to the power of minus 6 Newton. Okay, now this is the force of repulsion that A applies on B. Now what we need to do, we need to find out the force that C applies on B. The force that C applies on B will be equal to, since they are all equally charged, Q, Q and Q. So the forces that exist between any pair of charges is given by the Coulomb's law, and it says that 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q1, that is Q of charge B, charge of Q of charge C, that is the charge of charge C, and the distance between these two charges, that happens to be BC ka whole square. Is that clear? Now when you are going to solve, this value is 9 into 10 to the power of 9. QB is still Q, QC is also Q, so Q into Q, and the distance between B and C is 0.010 chi square. Okay, this is the force that C applies on B. So I need Q and Q. Now force that A applies on B would be equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught QA QB, and the distance between them, that is AB ka whole square. We have done this part in our earlier section, so what I am going to do, I am very quickly going to put up the values and get the value of Q square. Okay, so force that A applies on B was 2 into 10 to the power of minus 6. This is a constant, and this constant has got a value of 9 into 10 to the power of 9. QA is Q, QB is also Q, so Q into Q is Q square, and the distance between AB is 0.05 ka whole square. And when you are going to solve Q square, if you remember, we got the value as, so Q square was 5 into 10 to the power of minus 20 Coulomb square. Okay, so this was the charge you have calculated previously. I'm just going to substitute this value over here, FCB, and 9 into 10 to the power of 9 Q square ki value is 5 into 10 to the power of minus 20 divided by the distance between them, that is 0.010 ka whole square. And on solving, this force that C applies on B is going to come out to be 4.5 into 10 to the power of minus 6 Newton, as you have got it earlier. Now what changes over here? See, A and B are going to repel each other. So the force that A applies on B is going to be repulsive force and directed radially outward along the line that joins the two charges. So this force that A applies on B will be acting radially outwards. Okay, that's how A is going to push away charge B. Now when you are going to look for the charge C and charge B, interaction between charges C and B, तो C भी चार्ज B को पुश करेगा, अवे करेगा, ढकेलेगा, और ये जो फोर्स ऑफ रिपल्शन लगेगा, जो C B को ढकेल रहा है, C B को जो पुश अवे कर रहा है, ये फोर्स ऑफ रिपल्शन भी रेडियली आउटवर्ड अलोंग द लाइन जॉइनिंग द टू चार्जेस. बच्चों अब देखो, ये जो लाइन है, ये लाइन BC इन दोनों को ज्वाइन कर रही है, ठीक है, इसी लाइन के अलोंग, लेकिन अवे, दूर भगाने के लिए. तो चलिए उस डायरेक्शन को मार्क करते हैं. तो जब C अब B को पुश करेगा तो अभी भी फोर्स अपर रिपल्सिव है, लेकिन अवे उस लाइन के अलोंग जो लाइन इन दोनों को ज्वाइन कर रही है. इसी बात का, यही इस क्वेश्चन की खासियत है बच्चों, कि ये क्वेश्चन में आपको इस कूलम्बियन फोर्स की बड़ी इंपॉर्टेंट प्रॉपर्टी जो आप पढ़ते हैं कि द फोर्स ऑलवेज एक्ट्स अलोंग द लाइन जॉइनिंग द टू चार्जेस का यूटिलाइजेशन हो रहा है. तो फोर्स जो AB ने लगाया था, देखो वो भी इस लाइन AB के अलोंग अवे थी, और जो फोर्स C ने B के ऊपर लगाया था वो CB लाइन के अलोंग, लेकिन वो भी अवे है. अब ये दोनों ही चूंकि 90 डिग्री पे, तो इन दोनों फोर्सेस के बीच का जो एंगल बनेगा बच्चों, वो कितने डिग्री का बन जाएगा? ये एंगल 90 डिग्री का बनेगा. तो जब तुम इन दोनों फोर्सेस का नेट रिजल्टेंट निकालोगे, तो अब तुम्हें वेक्टर लॉ ऑफ वेक्टर एडिशन का इस्तेमाल करना होगा. तो रिजल्टेंट फोर्स हो जाएगा अंडर द रूट ऑफ FAB का होल स्क्वायर प्लस FCB का होल स्क्वायर प्लस 2FAB FCB इंटू कॉस 90 डिग्री. अब cos 90 डिग्री कितना होता है बच्चों? वो होता है 0. तो रिजल्टेंट का जो सिंपलेस्ट फॉर्मूला रह जाएगा अंडर द रूट ऑफ एफ ए बी का स्क्वायर प्लस एफ सी बी का स्क्वायर। तो अब आप दोनों वैल्यूज को सब्स्टिट्यूट कीजिए। एफ ए बी आपके पास ये है, एफ सी बी अभी आपने निकाला, सब्स्टिट्यूट एंड सॉल्व, आपके पास रिजल्टेंट आ जाएगा। तो कैनली यूज द कैलकुलेटर। 2 इंटू 10 टू द पावर ऑफ -6 का होल स्क्वायर प्लस 4.5 इंटू 10 टू द पावर ऑफ -6 का होल स्क्वायर, सॉल्व करो और रिजल्टेंट की वैल्यू को ऑब्टेन करो बच्चों। और ये सॉल्व करने पे बच्चों वैल्यू आएगी कैलकुलेटर से 4.924। ओके, मेरे पास जो कैलकुलेशन में आई है, इंटू 10 टू द पावर ऑफ -6 न्यूटन। तो ये तो इस रिजल्टेंट फोर्स का बच्चों मैग्नीट्यूड आ गया। तो ध्यान दीजिएगा, ये रिजल्टेंट का मैग्नीट्यूड। अब डायरेक्शन कैसे निकालोगे? अब ये एक ट्रिकी पार्ट है। डायरेक्शन जो किसी भी रिजल्टेंट का, दो वेक्टर्स के बीच का जो रिजल्टेंट होता है, उसका जो डायरेक्शन होता है आर डायरेक्शन, वो निकलता है tan phi इज इक्वल्स टू y कॉम्पोनेंट अपॉन x कॉम्पोनेंट। अब यहाँ पे y कॉम्पोनेंट क्या है बच्चों? वो FCB है, तो मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ FCB, अपॉन x कॉम्पोनेंट क्या है? वो मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ FAB है। तो निकाल लो जरा, इसको किससे डिवाइड करना? FCB की वैल्यू कितनी? 4.5 इंटू 10 टू द पावर ऑफ -6 डिवाइडेड बाय FAB की वैल्यू कितनी है यहाँ पे? 2.0 इंटू 10 टू द पावर ऑफ -6। -6 एंड 10 टू द पावर ऑफ -6 कट गया, तो tan phi की वैल्यू आ गई 4.5 अपॉन 2। और जब इसको सॉल्व करोगे, यूज द कैलकुलेटर, 4.5 डिवाइडेड बाई 2, tan phi will come out to be 2.25. okay, this is going to come to be 2.25. okay, जरा सा क्लीन कर लूँ बेटा स्लेट्स को। ओके, सो ये आ गया आपका tan phi। ओके, सो phi इज इक्वल्स टू tan इनवर्स 2.25। अब बच्चों एक काम कर सकते हो, फिर से कैलकुलेटर का यूज कर लो, tan इनवर्स की ये वैल्यू फाइंड कर लो, एंड यू विल गेट द आंसर फॉर योर क्वेश्चन, and that comes out to be 66 degree. So phi comes out to be 66 point exactly बोले तो 03 degree. So this is how you can find out the angle that the resultant makes with the FAB. With FAB or horizontal or AB, whatsoever you want to, or line AB or AB. So this is how you are going to solve this particular numerical problem number 12th. एक्सपेक्ट करता हूँ कि इस डिस्कशन से आपको 12th न्यूमेरिकल को सॉल्व करने का तरीका समझ में आ गया होगा। बच्चों प्लीज़, अगर अभी तक आपने इस चैनल को सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया हुआ तो आप सब्सक्राइब कर लीजिए, सो दैट जब कभी भी मैं कोई सोल्यूशन अपलोड करता हूँ तो आपको उसका नोटिफिकेशन पहले से पहले पहुँच जाए। Please kindly do like and share with your friends and your classmates. Thank you very much.